Hi, I'm Dawn from dgscraps.blogspot.com, and I'm here to show you my idea for ribbon storage. Previously I was storing my ribbon in these containers in nice little spools, and I would have each container separated by color. I'd have pinks in one and blues and greens in another, and then I would store them in a small little cabinet of I had about 3 of these containers, and what I would do is, if I was making a project including pink ribbon, I would take out my container of pink ribbon and bring it over to my workstation, because I like to kind of thumb through and while I'm making my card, pick which ribbon, oh, this matches, or this looks better. So I like to do that, but then I started to accumulate a lot of ribbon and not enough storage to store all of these containers. So my other idea was to use the dowels and hang the ribbon onto the dowels. I don't know if you can see that behind me above the CD storage. There's a little dowel underneath that shelf, and so I was storing them again according to color inside a dowel, on the long dowel. And so that worked out okay for a while because I was able to see all my ribbon. And the problem with that was that I do like to bring all of my ribbon over to my workstation and look through it and kind of pick what color I want, and I wasn't able to do that with this. And I like to bring a whole spool over so that I can measure out how much I want. I didn't want to walk over with my card over to the spool, pull it off, cut what I want, and then decide, oh, I want to do the ribbon ruffled, and so I didn't cut off enough and I'd have a lot of waste. So that wasn't working for me. And also, if I wanted the spool in the center and I wanted to take it, I'd have to take off the whole dowel, slide off all the ribbon, then pick the one from the middle, slide that off, put all the ribbon back. It was a mess. So I went back to storing my ribbon this way. And then if I'd get an extra spool and this container would be full, I would just kind of lay it on top, and the cabinet just became really messy. And so I thought about storing my ribbon in jars, just taking it off the spool and putting it in jars, but I only saw that as becoming tangled and a mess. So what I decided to do, actually I didn't decide to do this, but my friend had sent me some ribbon just out of the kindness of her heart. My friend Brenda, thank you Brenda. She sent me a bunch of Stampin' Up! Ribbon, and the way she sent it was in a little Ziploc bag, and it gave me the idea that this is how I'm going to store my ribbon. So a couple of nights ago, I unspooled all of my ribbon and put each ribbon in either a 2x3 or a 4x6 little Ziploc bag. 99% of my ribbon fit in a 2x3 Ziploc bag, but I had some that fit in a 4x6 Ziploc bag. So anyway, I punched a hole, a small little, I think 1/8 hole punch. I punched 2 holes in each little bag so that they don't accumulate air and they can store nicely. And so what I did was I stored each color in a little jar that I got at Walmart for $4. Yeah, $4. And so I can, when I'm making a project and I know I'm going to be using blue ribbon, I can bring over my blue jar and it's just sitting there, and I can easily just kind of look through it and say, oh yeah, I want, this ribbon, and it's all right there. And I've been looking for ribbon storage for a long time on YouTube, lots of videos, and there were some nice ideas and everything, but I didn't want anything too expensive. I didn't want really to keep anything on the spool. I wanted something pretty, and I love the idea of jars, but I didn't like storing it separately without anything, because it just gets into a tangled mess. And so this is really working out well for me. I've been using this for several projects that I've made already, and it's working magnificently because I pick what I want. I can see right through the jar. I can easily see, these are wide mouth jars, I can easily see everything that that I'm looking for, and just easily reach my whole hand in and pull out the ribbon that I want. And I've labeled some of the ribbons. Some are just from Joann's and I didn't label it, but this one says Stampin' Up! Pool Party ruffled ribbon, and so I'm just able to label them so that I know what I have, and it's really working out well. I have a separate container. I don't know if you can kind of see them behind me on the wall there. I have a separate container for each color, and it's just working out so great. And the fact that I punched a hole in each one so the air would come out, I can fit tons more ribbon in here if I need to. So, and it doesn't look empty because it fluffs right back up. So I hope that my ribbon storage idea helps someone else out. Because like I said, I've been searching for so long and I never saw anyone store them in a Ziploc bag in a jar rather than just kind of loose. And I'm so proud of myself for figuring this out, but I really couldn't have done it without Brenda sending me that sample of spool ribbon, sample of ribbon in that little Ziploc bag, which are readily available at every craft store. So thank you so much, Brenda, and I hope my idea helps out somebody. Thanks.